That's just the order NV. So Schrager today made himself very popular in Detroit. I can see you doing real well there.
Well, the Lions.
Cover some Lions games, get booed out of the building.
I think Cross is taking some hunting lessons.
Fun day today. Hope you enjoyed the weekend. See you tomorrow. First Take now.
You know, I am having a great day, and it hasn't even started yet, okay? I'm in studio. My girl Molly's happy about that, even though she might deny it. My man Big Perkins in L.A., he gonna be in the house. Wendy, what the hell is he doing in Miami? But he's gonna be in the house. Big Woody's gonna come here. You better have on a tie. And I got a whole bunch of stuff to get into. Did you see my Knicks? Did you see my Knicks? I know the Lakers lost. I got that. I saw Ant-Man do what he did. But my boys are here to talk to me about all of that. The one thing we can't talk about enough is New York stand up. New York stand up. The Knicks are coming, baby. Oh, this is a beautiful, beautiful day. Holla at your boy. Whoa!
Detroit got
Let's
robbed.
go, y'all.
I see J.J. Redick realizing that we can't go down 3-1.
We took their best punches throughout the game, and I felt like it was gas down the stretch, so just keep my foot on the pedal and keep moving.
Edwards puts up a three. It's good! We are seeing some elite shot making here in game 4. 3-point game. No timeouts for the Lakers. Reeves three-pointer. No good. The T-Wolves go up 3-1 in the series.
It's a fun challenge. We should have extra motivation to win these next 3 games. I go 100% no matter what.
Hey, hey! Oh, don't you worry, Stephen A. We'll talk about how Detroit got robbed in that game in just
I don't know
a
what
bit.
you're talking about. I don't see the cops.
Oh, you saw exactly what happened.
I don't see him. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wendy Perks, top of the morning to you both. SA, great to have you in studio again. And gentlemen, we got a whole lot to talk about, not just playoffs, but what happened in the draft as well.
Did you see Wendy with that tie on and the blue look?
Wendy is on a little boondoggle right now in Miami.
Right now, and my man Big
Wendy,
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat, and leave comment below. This is a make-or-break season. He's got to make an impact.
Good morning, all you beautiful people out there across YouTube today. I hope all of you guys had an excellent weekend. We're diving back into it right now. And we got a lot to talk about. People in the building right now. Welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. And we're going to dive into it today. We got a lot to talk about. Look, I'm just saying, look, Shedeur Sanders, the whole freaking NFL draft, people have been hyping this shit up left and right. People in the chat right now, welcome to the show. Jeff Lee, Tracy, Beto's in the building. I'll get to you after the show. Stacy, how are you feeling? Everybody in the building right now. Stevie's girl, let me go up here. Let me check a minute right now. Uncle Roger, how are you feeling after watching the draft? Chef Annie in the building. Stacy, how the hell are you doing in the building right now? Let me scroll. Let me say your names again. RB Candy, let me scroll up. Pitbull, Mom in the house. Pops, how are you doing in the building? Did you guys watch the NFL draft? Here we go right now. Who else? Look quiet in the building. Let me scroll up. Scroll up. Nathan, how are you doing? Let me get back. Listen, people in the building right now, if you're watching it live right now, if you can hear me okay, put a Y in the chat right now. Make sure you guys can hear my volume okay, because it was wild. The games last night, you guys saw we had almost 10,000 people in the live stream last night. Was out of control. I'm just saying, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. People in the chat right now. We're talking about Shedeur Sanders today. I'm going to dive into it so you can see the lower thirds at the bottom of the screen. George Pearson in the building. How the hell are you feeling? People in the chat, we had a great time. I'm going to go through your names from yesterday. People are getting paid today from the games that went and happened through the weekend, all that. You guys are beautiful. We love and appreciate you. Let me make some noise for you guys in the chat right now. Hold on a second. Make some noise! Right now, for you guys in the chat, if you're looking at the bottom of the screen right now, you can see Shedeur Sanders, NFL integrity, right? We're going to that. Shedeur Sanders, 5th round. Why? Next up on the Shedeur Sanders' college career. What did it help him? Did it hurt him? What happened? Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders. Was he the reason, the pops? Was he the reason that it didn't go the way that he wanted to go? Moving on, Shedeur Sanders, did he have false expectations from those NFL organizations? And last but not least, the Shannon Sharpe case is getting worse. We're going to dive in that all today. People joining our show today, I love and appreciate you coming into the building right now. We're talking about it live. Mikey's in the building. Let's go in the chat right now. Can we all in the chat drop NFL in the chat right now to let YouTube know what we're talking about? And if you can spell good, put Shedeur Sanders. A lot of people mess up Shedeur's name. They spell it wrong, including myself sometimes, in the chat. Put NFL. Put Shedeur Sanders. Drop it in the building, or put Cleveland Browns if you want. Put the Browns. We're talking about that, and the reason why I should do that is so that way people in the building know what we're talking about. We had over 10,000 people in the live stream for the game last night. Never seen it in my life. Just so you guys know, people doing that, people like Pat McAfee, people like Stephen A. Smith, which he doesn't even hit 10,000 people on the live stream. Nightcap, Shannon Sharpe, they're the only people doing that, so I love and appreciate you beautiful people that are doing that. And yes, 100 people today, we're going to spin that wheel and give out some money to you beautiful people in the live stream. Welcome to the show. Kareem Blake in the building. How the hell are you feeling? We love and appreciate you. Joining our show in the morning means a lot to me. People back home in 908, love and appreciate you joining our show. This is going to expand rock and roll. We have a new studio up there and also in downtown Miami. Big time sponsors coming in. We love and appreciate it. Let's get to it. Let's get to the freaking nitty gritty. Now look, Shedeur Sanders, was there NFL draft integrity, right? Was there an integrity issue? Should I say it right now? Here's what I'll tell you. I got I got video clips you got to see. I got the prank calls. I got Cam Newton talking. I got people on here right now, a lot of things that you got to see. And before we even dive into all that, let me just show you his reaction just from getting drafted, which was an important day for him. Let's just show Shedeur Sanders draft, just how he felt when it happened, the emotion through all the shit real quick. Because you know what? He went through a lot of drama this weekend. Damn near depression looked like it was going to set in. But let's dive into it right now just so we can see that moment when he actually does get picked. Let's show it right now here on the screen.
The Cleveland Browns select Shedeur Sanders.
Before we dive into a lot of that shit, sorry I was echoing right there for a minute. Before we dive into whether or not it was a great thing or it was a bad thing or the NFL integrity or Deion Sanders or the prank calls I need out, let me just say this. Getting drafted into the NFL is one of the best feelings you can have as a young man, especially, and nowadays I got to say young woman too. Jesus Christ. If I don't say young man, young women, people get mad about it, building whole shit going on. Look, I got to call it like it is, okay? For a young man to get drafted, play in high school, you ball out. You go to college, you ball out. You get to the NFL podium where you were this close to getting your name called. I don't care if you're first round. I don't care if you're second round. I don't care if you're third round. I don't care if you're Shedeur Sanders and you drop out of all those rounds and you go fifth to the Cleveland Browns. I will tell you this. The feeling, first and foremost, is phenomenal. Shout out to the 50 people in the building right now. Everybody hit that damn like button. Subscribe to this damn show right now. Let me tell you something. There's an excellent feeling that comes with showing up to the podium, right, and getting your name called, or sitting at home and getting your name called. There's a feeling you get. But Shedeur Sanders was the most talked about individual in the NFL draft. That was the problem. The most talked about individual in the NFL draft, and people were like, what's going on? Why is he dropping out? Let me tell you something. At the bottom of the screen, he says NFL draft integrity. Do you know that these players have to meet with these NFL teams? Do you understand that people out there, they bring you in and you have to meet with them and you interview? I don't care how good you are, you have an interview. If you're the number one player in the world, Travis Hunter, you have good or bad interviews, you're going somewhere pretty damn high. He put on for the freaking city from offense to defense, doing what he had to do. But Shedeur Sanders, they had some issues with interviews. The New York Giants said they had issues with interviews. Do you understand what that means? You go out to interview for a job, they want to bring you in, and then you're having some complications with how they're reacting to what you're doing. They give him some advice. He didn't take it the right way, supposedly, by the New York Giants, some of these things. So instead of them coming up and saying, we're going to take Shedeur Sanders, they took Jackson Dart. People in the building right now watching live, they took Jackson Dart. Okay, and then let me show you another video real quick. Let me show you a video real quick of what was going on. This is an interview also after being drafted to the Browns. We showed the video of him with the family. Now let's show Shedeur Sanders, his reaction after being drafted to the Browns right here. Watch and pay attention.
What's up, Buff fans? It's legendary Shedeur Sanders here. Thankful for the opportunity. I'm thankful for everything leading up to this point. Now the main thing is I'm just praying, all my receivers, Shiloh, and the rest of my teammates get drafted. But I'm ready to lead this franchise on the big things. Let's do it.
You see that video, and in his, he feels good about it. But you can also tell it's not that, let's go, let's go. It's not that feeling where you get drafted where you think, look, for me, I'll be honest, I played ball for a long time, had a great career, went to Pittsburgh. There was 50,000 running backs. Then most of these teams are like, you got to play defense, bring outside linebacker, all that. And I did what I wanted to do, had a conversation with my pops yesterday on the phone, and I get it. People in the chat, you get there. If I would have got drafted in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, I would have been excited regardless. You can see in his mindset right there, he's not that excited because he's like, I didn't go where I wanted to go, but I'm there. He's not, Browns, let's go. He's like, to the Cleveland Browns. Just take a look at this one more time. Look at his reaction to being drafted.
What's up, Buff fans? It's legendary Shedeur Sanders here. Thankful for the opportunity. I'm thankful for everything leading up to this point. Now the main thing is I'm just praying, all my receivers, Shiloh, and the rest of my teammates get drafted. But I'm ready to lead this franchise on the big things. Let's do it.
People in the chat right now, if you're watching live, I appreciate you in the building right now. Put where you're based in the chat right now. Everybody in the chat right now, put what freaking state you're based in right now. I want people in the chat to know where the hell you guys. Latoya, what's going on? Cat for Life, Karen, Chrome in the building, all the new people coming to the chat. We love and appreciate you.
Make some noise!
What I'm saying is, Shedeur Sanders, whether you're a great player or not, you could feel like his balloon was deflated, right? And look, a lot of people, they gave these things. They said, look, in college, was he that good? Could he get outside the pocket? Could he throw the ball the way that they wanted to? Was he too confident? Or was he too cocky, I should say? Let me tell you something. Every NFL quarterback is confident. I'm going to break this down from both sides. I'm not going to come out here and be like he was it. I'm going to break it down from both sides. Clifford in the building. How the hell are you feeling? People in the live stream, Pallet Kings, how are you feeling? Look at all the states in the chat, people. KMS, how the hell are you feeling? Welcome to the live stream.
Make some noise!
What I'm saying is, was he that good? Was he not that good? In the chat, will he be an NFL starter? Do you think that Shedeur Sanders is actually an NFL starter? Yes or no in the chat right now. Do you think he will start for the Browns? Do you think he has what it takes to be in the National Football League? And then listen, I'm going to break down a lot of things. Now, if you're just coming to the chat right now, look at the bottom of the screen. We're going to dive into that. We're going to dive into the, obviously, 5th round. Why? His college career. What happened? The Deion issue. Was it Deion prime time? Was that the problem? False expectations. And last but not least, the Shannon Sharpe situation. Is it getting worse? We're going to dive into that today right now. If you're watching us live, pay close attention. We're going to go over all that shit right now. People in the building. Look. I got more video. And by the way, I got a little funny video right now too. This is an AI video. I got to tell you, this video I'm about to show you, okay, it's AI generated. And this is like what people think Shedeur Sanders actually wanted to say. Please understand, I'm letting you know in advance, this video is comedy. It's AI. I'm showing it to you right now. Watch and listen to this video, people.
I want to thank the Cleveland Browns and the GM Andrew Berry for drafting me and giving me an opportunity to fulfill my dreams of playing in the NFL. But I'm going to have to decline this draft pick because they drafted Dylan Gabriel before me, and I will not be embarrassed like that. I'm not some 3rd or 4th string quarterback you can just bring in to be made fun of. Not to mention Cleveland is a boring-ass city, as everyone knows. Even their own LeBron Diddy James left that city to go to Los Angeles. So, yeah, I declined my selection because I want to be drafted by another team that plays in a good city like Los Angeles, Miami, or New York. I thrive under the bright lights, and everyone knows the street lights don't even work in Cleveland. So thank you to Cleveland for drafting me, but better luck next time. Primetime Shedeur ain't made for that city.
Yeah, that was AI. Listen, I got to tell you, we got all the videos in here to build them. I had to show you that one because the shit that he said the street lights don't even work out there. Shit, I want to go to Miami, New York, LA. Let me tell you something, people in the chat right now. I'm looking at it. The NFL integrity. Why did they wait? Why did they make this man wait? They had interviews, like I told you. Deion Sanders, was he the problem? I'm going to show you that in just one moment. But take a look at this right now. I want you guys to take a look at what Cam Newton had to say. Cam Newton, at first, I thought he was supporting. I thought he was out there supporting, Shedeur. But this is how he looked at it. Everybody listen to this.
Shedeur, like, first off, I got to hold him accountable. Yeah. Right? Travis Hunter is what we would think Shedeur is supposed to be. Travis Hunter is polished like a quarterback. Shedeur has always got this mean mug look on his face, like he always snobbish looking. You know what I'm saying? I've met Shedeur multiple times where I'm looking at him like, okay. It's just like,
you know what it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He always in character for a reason. Like, I gotta portray like I'm hard. Look, my whole thing with Shedeur is this: what win can he hang? Like, what performance
can you hang your hat on?
Can you hang your hat on in college?
Yeah.
Did you see how these play? And by the way, that was not freaking people in the building right now. That one was not. How you guys feeling in the chat right now? Love and appreciate you beautiful people. I had to show Cam Newton. And one more time, listen to what Cam had to say. I thought this was important from a quarterback who was kind of in that showboat experience, balled out, got to the NFL, played with the Panthers, then, went to the Patriots, was kind of on and off after that. In the chat, let's hear Cam Newton one more time on his experience, what he thinks about Shedeur Sanders, meeting him and everything.
Shedeur, like, first off, I got to hold him accountable. Yeah. Right? Travis Hunter is what we would think Shedeur is supposed to be. Travis Hunter is polished like a quarterback. Shedeur has always got this mean mug look on his face, like he always snobbish looking. You know what I'm saying? I've met Shedeur multiple times where I'm looking at him like, okay. It's just like,
you know what it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He always in character for a reason. Like, I gotta portray like I'm hard. Look, my whole thing with Shedeur is this: what win can he hang? Like, what performance
can you hang your hat on?
Can you hang your hat on in college?
That shit. Let me tell you something. When you're about to get drafted in the NFL, you think you're going first round, and you got people like Cam Newton out there saying, what freaking performance can you hang your hat on? Is like, shit, that don't feel good. That shit does not feel good. I'll tell you right now, Deion Sanders is not happy about that shit. Deion Sanders is seeing that video and he's going, I don't give a damn. But hold on a second. Let's move on. Let's get to the prank call for a second. People want to know about the prank call. Let's get to the prank call right now because people, the shit happened. I'm going to show you the prank call right now from the gentleman that did it, by the way, who was the son of people that work with the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to show you right now the prank call from both sides. I'm going to show you Shedeur Sanders getting the phone call, and I'm going to show you the guy that did the prank call. Watch this right now, people in the building. Watch this shit. This was the prank call. If you didn't see it, they called Shedeur Sanders in the first round, pretended that they were the Saints to call as a GM, and got them all hyped up. And shit did not go right. Guys, pay attention to this. The prank call to Shedeur Sanders during the NFL draft if you didn't see it.
Hey, is this Shedeur? This is Mickey Loomis here, the GM of the New Orleans Saints. How you doing? This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, been waiting on you.
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man. We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man.
It's ain't gonna be nothing to
Hey, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Can you freaking imagine you're sitting there and you're about to get drafted, one of the biggest days of your life, and they prank call you? By the way, I had this conversation. Buddies back in school prank called me too and pretend before any of the draft, any of that shit. I'm sitting there and they're calling, hey, we want to have some conversation. And you gotta go with the punches. Like, you gotta talk and pretend, because you don't want to be like, yeah, right. And you gotta kind of fall for it, really, even if you think it's not. People in the chat right now, what do you guys think about that? Here is the other side. This is a video of Shedeur Sanders during the prank call. Listen to this shit and watch Shedeur's reaction when he's actually getting the call. This is what it looked like for Shedeur taking that phone call.
Hello?
You got that call?
Yeah, what's going on?
Ready to go.
Say it one more time for me.
This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, been waiting on you.
Ready to go. Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man.
Nah, for sure.
We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's be legendary.
But you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Ready to go. What does that mean?
What? What did he say?
I don't know.
How you gonna ask us what it means and you was on the phone?
You heard that? He said you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Sorry about that.
They said, the feeling that I got in my body when I saw this, I was like, oh man, I can picture what it feels like to think you're about to get drafted, right? And then it feels like shit immediately. It feels like shit immediately. And I got people on here talking. Look at this video. This guy here, here's a video I got to show you. This guy breaks it down about what's going on. What do you got in the maturity that I think this is actually explained properly? How Shedeur Sanders had to have maturity in this situation, going to the draft, falling out of the draft, and then getting prank phone calls by people. You got to have maturity, right? I think this kid here explains this really, really well.
You know what the craziest part of this whole Shedeur Sanders prank call thing is? Shedeur Sanders took a private call himself today with Jax Ulbrich after all this happened. If you got no clue what I'm talking about, Shedeur Sanders was prank called on draft night thinking he got picked. Turns out one of the people behind the prank call was Jax Ulbrich, the son of the Falcons defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich. He was formerly the Jets head coach interim as well. Starting to make a little more sense as to how you'd get Shedeur Sanders' phone number now, right? Falcons released a statement on all this, and Jax Ulbrich put something out on Instagram saying, I made a mistake, it was inexcusable, embarrassing, it was a childish type thing, and then he said, Shedeur Sanders, at him at the bottom, thank you for accepting my call earlier today. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. I know talking about Shedeur Sanders' maturity level in a positive sense probably isn't the most popular thing right now, but I don't know. It's pretty impressive, at least in my mind, for a young man to watch somebody do that to them, potentially to crush his dreams. What if he didn't get drafted? And still take a phone call from the guy who tried to do that to you. Like, I don't know. I watched this guy get passed up all weekend long, finally got taken in the 5th round, but the first 4 rounds, he was so level-headed. He was so mature. It didn't seem like it was really bothering him. Now, I'm not here to talk about the team interviews, not preparing for meetings, things like that. Like, some of that is true, most of that is true. We've heard stuff there. But I don't know, like, as a human being, maybe this is more nonchalant than mature. I think it's pretty impressive, the level-headedness we've seen with him in this situation.
Look, I got to agree with that. I got to agree with that, whether or not he was one of those, the hothead kid or not in college, whatever. I got to agree with the fact that the ability to stay focused, not fall down to the level that people are trying to get you to, get in your head and your mind and all that. I think Shedeur did pretty good with that, but I also think that he was humbled by this situation. I think going into that locker room, right, showing up into the Cleveland Browns locker room as a 5th round pick is a lot different than showing up, into the building as a 1st round pick. Like, I'm a 5th round pick, all right? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to earn my way. I'm a 5th round pick. The pressure kind of comes off a little bit instead of being that first. But also, where does it turn up? Because now you got to prove yourself even more. Are you a real 5th round pick, or are you supposed to be a 1st round pick? Now you got to turn it up and you got to prove yourself on a whole nother level. And let's talk about this for a second. He gets picked, right? He gets picked in the draft. We're going to go into that locker room in just one moment. We're going to talk about who's actually in that locker room, because I'll tell you this, I got the whole damn, I'm going to pull it up in just one moment for the people that are in there. Getting picked in the 5th round when you think you're going 1st round, going 2nd round was like, oh my God. 3rd round, holy shit, legendary, all this stuff. And I got the videos of what it looked like when he was out there, obviously, his whole legendary situation going on. I got the video right here. Did you guys see Shedeur Sanders' draft setup? Did you see his draft setup, people in the chat? I got it for you right now. Look at what it looked like for his draft setup. People waiting for it to get picked. Hopefully he was going to go first round. I'm just saying, right? Like, he wanted to go first round. You see that freaking draft setup? They had him, so he was about to be on TV doing the damn thing. And I showed these videos, and I had these videos last week where I showed how, Deion Sanders, that had to hit home for him, right? I'm going to get to that in a moment. But look at Deion's reaction when the Saints pass on Shedeur, when they never actually were picking him. They literally, it was a prank call, but look how they passed on him. Look at this.
NFL Draft. The New Orleans Saints select Kelvin Banks Jr., tackle, Texas.
He looked back at the DJ. It was like, yeah, put the music back on, like whatever. Forget the Saints. Moving on. And here's what I want to say. When we talk about NFL integrity, I want to get to a piece of the pie right now that I want to talk about. I think this shit is really, really important. And reality, at the bottom of the screen, the Deion issue. Was it his dad's fault? People in the chat, yes or no. Was it his dad's fault that he didn't go, early on? And I'm going to break this down the right way. In the building right now, captain's in the building. Captain Mickey Markey, how the hell are you feeling? Welcome all the new people in the building. If you're first time watching us in the building, let me know it's your first time in the chat, baby.
Make some noise!
And I want to show you something too. Before we go into that. I'm going to show you this again, how Robert Griffin, RG3, his experience, what he thought about it too from the other day. This is his experience and what he thought about him being dropped out of the draft all the way from the first round all the way to the fifth.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm watching the draft just like the rest of y'all, and, I see Shedeur Sanders is falling in the draft. The Pittsburgh Steelers didn't draft him at number 21, so, a lot of people wondering where he's going to go, what's going to happen. And, listen, man, all it takes is one team to like you or love you, and they draft you. But I'm watching the draft and I'm seeing a bunch of people talking about, hey, well, Shedeur's not getting drafted because in the first round because he doesn't have anything special. There's nothing special to him. It's like, and whenever I hear somebody say that, I just know they have not watched any of this man's film, any of it. Because if you actually watch his film from a quarterback's eye, from a coach's eye, you know that he has something special. He makes off-schedule plays. He uses his feet effectively. He can play from the pocket. He has the rhythm and timing of an NFL quarterback. Those are all things that are special. And most of all, at quarterback, you need confidence. So when I'm seeing him drop, I'm like, okay, why are we punishing this young man because he's got confidence? Why are we punishing him because he went to Jackson State to an HBCU and turned it around? Why are we punishing him because he went to Colorado and turned it around? Is it because of his daddy? Y'all that mad that he got his number retired? But what I'm not going to do, we can have a conversation about whether you think he's worth this pick or that pick. But we're not going to do is sit up there and just lie on the young man and say he has nothing special.
The hard part about I watch RG3, who was a great quarterback. Maybe in the NFL, he didn't pan out what people thought he was going to be. I watched Cam Newton. Maybe didn't pan out what you thought he was going to be. These are pretty good quarterbacks, though, that have played in the National Football League, right? And I look at it and I go, they're giving their information, their expectation, also their evaluation of, this man, and they're both completely opposite. One is like, he don't have anything that he showed in college that was going to be that good. Like, what can you hang your hat on that was so damn good? And the other side, RG3 is like, I watch his tape. The man does everything that you can do. And after watching that prank call, I was like, okay. By the way, this is Shedeur Sanders' reaction to the prank call. After the prank call, after they found out it was a prank call, here's the reaction that I want to show you that he had.
Nobody got that number but coaches, strictly for that reason.
It just pissed me off. No, it's all.
No, but the thing is,
it's supposed to happen.
But the thing is, why get mad? Because they want you to have a certain type of reaction to it. They want you to feel humiliated. You know what I mean? They want you to feel bad. They want you to feel all that. But I ain't tripping.
You said nobody got that number though.
Nobody has a number.
That shit.
Well, obviously they got his phone number because they prank called him. Did you see what Stephen A had to say about the situation? Stephen A jumped on there. He had to add his, Stephen A's got to add his input. Take a look at what Stephen A says about Shedeur Sanders dropping to the 5th round. This shit was kind of important. I want to hear what you guys think about this. In the chat right now, if you're watching it live, if you can hear this shit good right now, put a Y in the chat. If you're following this show, if you're subscribed to this channel, put a Y in the chat right now. Let me tell you something. We got massive sponsors coming our way. And because you guys, this shit's growing bigger than ever. And by the way, NBA Finals, you see last night over 10,000 people on the live stream. Holy shit. But here you go. Stephen A. Smith on Shedeur Sanders right now. Listen in and tell me what you think.
Shedeur Sanders is not blameless here. Primetime Deion Sanders is not blameless here. I'm going to say what I have to say, knowing that both of them have their hands at least a little bit dirty in all of this. But if you're the National Football League, clearly it's not about talent anymore. It's about something else. And I'm going to tell you, I spent a large amount of the last 24 hours thinking about nothing more than I was thinking about collusion. Because how in the hell does 32 teams in the National Football League pass on a quarterback that was universally recognized one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the country entering this draft, and 32 teams passed on him? Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 different times they passed on him. How the hell does that happen? 4 rounds. It doesn't happen to a quarterback. We've never seen anything like this before. We've seen guys drop because of injuries. We've seen guys drop because of off-field issues, but we've never seen a quarterback projected to be a top 20 pick, universally recognized one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the draft, projected to be a first rounder, in all likelihood a safe bet of a late first rounder, and drop literally to the 5th round. We haven't seen anything like that. And when you're talking about the owners, I'm going to keep in mind, and I tweeted about this, seems very Kaepernick-like, as in Colin Kaepernick.
Here's my take on that. I'm not going into Colin Kaepernick right now. We're not going down that road. Shannon in the building, how the hell you feeling? People in the chat, I'll shout your names out in the building right now. Poshy Storm, how you feeling? Listen, people in the chat, one more time, put where you're based in the chat right now, because all you guys will connect right now. It is so important to put in the chat where you're based, because everybody in the chat right now, you can connect where you are, what state you're in. People, let's go. Hey, listen, here's what I want to tell you. And by the way, we're going to be hiring for this show from within the Mason Mob. If you're part of our show, we're going to be hiring people that are in here right now. We're going to be hiring from you people in the chat. So you guys know, fresh boy in the building, how the hell are you feeling? Let's go in the chat. Put where you're from. Listen, people. By the way, shout out to our beautiful moderators in the house, Candy, Pitbull Mama, Tracy. We love and appreciate you so much. Coming here, making sure shit's going. Hawk Smash, let's go. Rodney, how you feeling? Gio, what's up? Josh in the house, let's go. Blackout, what's going on? Sharon, look, here's what I want to tell you. People that come in here, you got to understand something. Even though he's a great talent, I give you both sides. I do politics on this damn platform, and I give you both sides. I don't come in here and just go blah, blah, blah. Listen, when you take a look at both sides of the coin, Shedeur Sanders coming to the NFL. He wants to play in the National Football League. He wants to get paid. He wants to ball out the rest of his life. What do the NFL teams want? They want the best players on their teams. They want the best players on their teams. People in here could say it was like Colin Kaepernick, can say what you want to say. What I'm here to tell you is they evaluate those players. They look at what they can do, the ability. They look at, quarterbacks, who's going to fit their mold better, okay? And even though I think Shedeur Sanders is a good quarterback, I also believe that by watching all these teams, I don't think all these teams just boycott Shedeur Sanders, just boycott Deion Sanders. I think a lot of them that said, hey, maybe we're on the fence here where we might take Shedeur Sanders or we might take somebody else, they might have been swayed to go another direction because of how things were looking, but not because he was so much better. If Shedeur Sanders was so much better than other players out there like Jalen Milroe and these guys, then he would have got drafted. But you know what happened? Deion Sanders, and I got this at the bottom of the screen right now, did Deion cause some of this? Did Deion step up and make some of these decisions and say certain things? Yes. He went out there, he said, my kid is not going to play for this platform or not play for that platform. Do you know what he said? He said the Cleveland Browns do not produce quarterbacks. He said, when you go to the Browns, they will suck, the player will suck, the team will suck, and they will not produce quarterbacks. He did not want his kid to go there, and he made it very clear. Do you understand, even though Deion Sanders knows football like anybody else, obviously, He knows he coaches. He built programs. Jackson State went up. He went to Colorado. He's building that up. But do you understand? You cannot, I don't care who you are, get onto the damn microphone and start saying, my kid will not play here, and my kid will not play for that program, and my kid will not play for that program. Guess what? Those owners and those coaches can feel that you're already in their you're in their press box. You're in their damn paperwork. You're in their play calling. You're in their team huddle, and you're not supposed to be. And they don't want you to be there. People in the chat, if you get what I'm saying in the chat right now, put a Y if you agree with what I'm saying. They do not want Deion Sanders to be in their locker room telling them what to do. And I'm not knocking Deion. I'm not saying he's not a good coach. I'm not saying he wasn't a hell of a player, because he was playing all these other, played for the Cowboys. He played for the Falcons. He played for, I believe, for the 49ers. He played a bunch of teams. And he was phenomenal. And he's a good coach and a great coach. And what I'm saying is this. I'm not knocking him. I'm saying that it doesn't matter who you are. If you are the father, if you are the mother, and you're doing all this shit and you're announcing all this, the problem is you are telling certain teams you do not want your kid to go there. He made it public. And if you're going to do that, there's a better way. Like you could say, look, I want my kid to go to a program where they're going to build quarterback. If you just say that, I want my son to go to a good team that wants him to play, and we want to go there. They respect him. They love him. Great. But if you say my kid is not going to play for this team or that team, then you look, I get it. You want the best for your kid. It makes perfect sense. I want the best for my children. I want to make that clear too. But it's draft day. This is the biggest day of your kid's life, basically. And to get up there and say some of these things, it can actually hurt the whole situation. I'm just saying it can. Now, I'm not saying that was a bad thing to do, because you want to make sure he goes to the right place. I'm just saying it could potentially hurt your kid. And yes, other people have done it. Other teams have done it. Other coaches, other fathers have done it. I'm not saying that they haven't done it. What I'm saying is it could potentially hurt him, and it did. You guys witnessed that. You guys saw that it hurt him, and it was terrible. I mean, it was terrible. And by the way, we got to show, hold on. This was a quick highlight real quick. I want you guys to see something right here. This was a highlight before the draft. They didn't even talk about the freaking, Cam Ward. They didn't even talk about the best players in the draft. They talked about Shedeur Sanders the whole time, because apparently they thought he was going to go right away, and he didn't. It was a big story because of Deion and all that. But take a look. This is a clip before the draft.
Top 10, those players who were the blue chip.
Line, Ward's going to take off. Diving! Touchdown, Cam Ward!
There he goes. Circled him at the perfect time. Carter picks up the sack.
Sanders. He's got daylight. Touchdown!
And again, caught. T-Mac, touchdown. Travis Hunter, another one.
Jifty breaks a tackle.
And by the way, I'm not on here saying that Shedeur Sanders isn't good enough. I'm not on here saying that Shedeur Sanders is supposed to go last round. I'm not saying that he couldn't go first round. What I'm saying is the potential and opportunities which actually hurt the draft. I mean, it was pretty obvious. And then connecting, if you guys disagree, let me know. But I mean, look, we're talking about his dad, Deion. We're talking about his ability. Was he too cocky? Was he not? I think all quarterbacks have to be cocky. If you're not at all, you're not overly confident. Come on now. Like, a lot of people have to be confident in the situation. And here's was the story when he did not get drafted and all things were happening. Here's what was being said. But hold on a second. Take a look at this. This is from February of 2025, before the draft. And look what was going on. Pay close attention right now.
The number of where you go don't matter. Like I say, and this is why I reference Tom Brady, because he was the best of the best in all categories. He didn't go first. So the number getting picked don't matter. I wasn't the top-rated quarterback coming out of high school, because it's a lot of exterior things that people like and they don't like about me, and I'm realistic.
He basically called like it is. Like, you don't like me, you like me, whatever. You don't like my dad, you don't like our family, whatever the case may be. I'm a baller. I want to show up and play. And that locker room looks a lot different. We're going to dive into that right now, some of these false expectations. I mean, at the bottom of the screen right here, the college, how did he play in college? Did he show up in college? Did he ball out? Did he do what he had to do in college to get these opportunities? Like, these are other things people are talking about. Like, did he have those games where people are like, wow, he was unbelievable. He was unbelievable, right? And we had false expectations. Did Deion create something? Did Deion create something that maybe Shedeur wasn't that good? I will tell you this. Shedeur Sanders has played well. I've watched his game tape. I've seen him play well. When you compare him to other quarterbacks, it isn't like, I'll be honest, it isn't like one quarterback is jumping off the charts outside of the first pick, right? There was a lot of good quarterbacks. The fact that he dropped to the 5th, I think that was bullshit. The 5th round is just ridiculous. But not being first round, I'd be happy with that second, third round. But the 5th round just kind of shows like these teams, it was like, are we playing games with Shedeur right now? Or, what's going on? And then at the end of here, we're going to talk about Shannon Sharpe in just one moment. I want to actually break that down. But let me pull this picture up for a second. Did you guys see the locker room for the Browns? Like, honestly, did you guys see the locker room for the Browns? They got Deshaun Watson, Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, and then they drafted Deion Gabriel, and they got Shedeur Sanders. And I'll slide it over in just one second, but hold on a second. You see, they got Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, Deion Gabriel. On the left, you got Deshaun Watson. All the way to the right, you can't see on the vertical format there, they drafted, Shedeur Sanders. That locker room is like, all right, Joe Flacco, who, by the way, was my roommate in college, he's the only one right now that more than likely is like going to be the starter. I think Deshaun Watson is going to be gone. They gave him over $200 million. That was a whole bunch of shit, too. And he's not playing there. That was ridiculous. Kenny Pickett, he's starting to move around a lot now. First, he got drafted. Was great story. Pittsburgh was wonderful. And now he's bouncing around. He went to the Eagles. Now he's out there with Cleveland. Like, he's not going to be long. Then you got, obviously, Joe Flacco, 40 years old. Like, he's not your long-term career. So you got Deion Gabriel and you got Shedeur Sanders. That's the future right now of the Cleveland Browns. You got Deion Gabriel and you got Shedeur Sanders. And at the end of the day, one of these players has to step up and do the damn thing. And I'm looking at it like, all right, like, does he want to go there? By the way, before we get to Shannon Sharpe for just 1 second here, I want to show you this AI prank. I got to show you this AI message one more time. It's AI, Shedeur Sanders talking about the Browns. It is AI, people. I'm telling you in advance, so you can laugh about it, understand. I'm not trying to show you that it's real, but pay attention. This was just so funny. Watch this real clip, and then we're going to get to Shannon Sharpe in just one moment.
I want to thank the Cleveland Browns and the GM Andrew Berry for drafting me and giving me an opportunity to fulfill my dreams of playing in the NFL. But I'm going to have to decline this draft pick because they drafted Deion Gabriel before me, and I will not be embarrassed like that. I'm not some third or fourth string quarterback you can just bring in to be made fun of. Not to mention Cleveland is a boring-ass city, as everyone knows. Even their own LeBron Diddy James left that city to go to Los Angeles. So, yeah, I declined my selection because I want to be drafted by another team that plays in a good city like Los Angeles, Miami, or New York. I thrive under the bright lights, and everyone knows the street lights don't even work in Cleveland. So thank you to Cleveland for drafting me, but better luck next time. Primetime Shedeur ain't made for that city.
Yeah, it's AI. People, I know. Shit. I'm just showing you, like, this shit is Comedy Central for me. Like, this shit's going on. By the way, did you see the kid, the baby that threw up? The baby that just threw up. He got drafted. The baby was like, holy shit, there's a lot going on. Just threw up on the mom right there watching.
Here at Texas. Now, he's a little banged up. But there were times where some guys were getting the best of Kelvin Banks Jr.
It happens. The people are excited. People are energetic. Shout out to the 400 people in the chat. Look, I'm just saying, I watch this video. I got a chance to see how it feels. I got a chance to see the prank calls. I saw what Stephen A had to say. I saw what RG3 had to say. I saw what Cam Newton had to say. I saw him getting drafted. I thought he was excited. We'll leave the Shedeur Sanders note on a good note right here with a quick video. And then we're going to dive into Shannon Sharpe, the update on what's going on with Shannon Sharpe. People in the building right now. Shout out right now. We got people in the chat. Pitbull Mama with the $10 super chat. By the way, that is right. Anybody that puts a $10 super chat in the building, you spin the wheel today, and we give out money to you beautiful people in the chat. You know we're going to do that. We're going to do that for you, people. But we love and appreciate you. One of our moderators stepping up into the building. We love and appreciate you so much in the damn chat right now. Real quick, before we go into that, we're going to leave it on a good note. We're going to leave it on a good note for Shedeur Sanders being excited about being drafted, his family loving him being drafted. We're going to show that real quick because we're going to leave it on a good note for him because I kind of feel bad about the situation, right? Like, I honestly feel bad about how he was treated in this draft. So we're going to end it with that. And then after we do that, we're going to get to Shannon Sharpe in just one moment.
The Cleveland Browns select Shedeur Sanders.
I mean, look, you got to be excited. Look, I felt bad, and I felt it in his voice when he was talking. I felt it, and it felt so shitty at first. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to people in the building right now. People with their super chats. Karen, Pipplemon, we love and appreciate you. We're about to spin that wheel, give out some money to you in the chat, just so you guys know. We got 15 minutes left of the show. We're live Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. People in the building. And here's that last video. You see it in his voice that he's upset, but he got drafted. Take a look at it real quick before we get off onto Shannon Sharpe.
What's up, Buff fans? It's legendary Shedeur Sanders here. Thankful for the opportunity. I'm thankful for everything leading up to this point. Now the main thing is I'm just praying, you know, all my receivers, Shiloh, and the rest of my teammates get drafted. But I'm ready to lead this franchise on the big things. Let's do it.
You know, and I felt shitty at first, and then I started feeling better about it. I'm like, you know what? He's in the NFL now. It's not what you did before. It's what you do after you get drafted. I'm sure you guys all understand that. It's not what you did before. It's what you do after you actually get drafted. And people that stepped up there, we got a chance to hear what they had to say. And real quick, people in the chat, look, he wants to change the expectations if he gets drafted. Here we go. Take a look at this video real quick.
If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the coach, don't give me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over. And I've done it over and over and over. So it should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me. You think I'm worried about what critics say or what people got to say? You know who my dad is? They hated on him too. So it's like, it's almost normal. Without people hating, it's not normal for us. So we like diversity. We like everything that comes with the name. That's why we are who we are.
Right now, we're going to get to this piece of the pod we got to talk about. Then we're going to spin the wheel twice for some beautiful people in the chat. Love and appreciate you. We spin the wheel 3 times every day, and we got 2 people, Karen and Pitbull Mama, spinning today. If you're watching us live for the first time, yeah, that's that wheel that we spin on a daily basis. If you're watching live, we got 287, 300 people in the chat. Everybody, smack that like button right now. 9 more likes to hit 50 likes. If you're watching on your phone, double tap your screen right now. People, a lot of shit's about to start happening. Let's dive into this piece of the pod. We got to go over Shannon Sharpe. Is it getting worse? Is it getting worse? That was Deion right there. I was showing a quick picture of Deion. I mean, look, Deion obviously with Shedeur, I just felt like he had something to do with the whole situation. I felt kind of bad about it. But moving on to the piece of the pie right now with Shannon Sharpe. Do you think Shannon Sharpe is done for? I got to tell you, to be honest, it might actually make him even more famous at this point. He might lose a little bit, right? Like he's going to lose a little bit. Let me pull that up real quick. Let me pull that up because we got a picture. We got a picture of Shannon Sharpe that we got to just show on the damn screen right here. Shannon Sharpe, it might, listen, people, it might honestly make him, I would say this, in a humble, I mean, in a way that, you know, I don't want to make him feel shitty about the situation more than he already does, but it might, you know, outside of humbling him, right? It might actually make Shannon Sharpe get more ratings at first. Like, let's be honest, like Shannon Sharpe now, people are going to go, what happened with Shannon Sharpe? Well, obviously, you guys know the story. I'm going to break it down for you real quick. Obviously, the woman that he was talking to, he's in his 50s. I'm going to break it down. I say 56. I say he was 54, whatever. 55, 56. It don't freaking matter how old he was at the situation. But the girl, obviously, the update now, obviously, he steps down from ESPN. You guys heard the call. You guys heard the whole damn thing and the drama right here. Here's one quick video real quick. We'll get to it in just one moment on the update. But here's one of those videos and the sound recording coming in from that live call with that girl, that an OnlyFans girl that he's messing around with. It's like, did she set him up, yes or no?
Anything I say, you're just going to like get mad at and you're just going to hang up on me. So I feel like.
I'm not going to hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
You know, the shitty part about it is obviously it's private. People don't like what he did. People that might say, hey, some people use OnlyFans all the time or they like that platform or not. By the way, shout out to Stevie's girl in the building.
Make some noise!
And if you're stressed out, sit back and do what?
Smoke weed every day.
You're saying people in the live stream I greatly appreciate. We got Pimple Mom, we got Stevie's girl, and now obviously we got Pimple Mom and Karen, and now we added Stevie's girl. Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate all you beautiful people. We got a few minutes left, and we got 3 people spinning the wheel today. Anybody does a $10 super chat, you spin the wheel. Just saying that's 3 people lined up already in the building. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. If you are a subscriber to this show, put Y in the chat right now. If you are a subscriber to this show, put Y in the chat right now and hit that like button if you're on your mobile device like this right now. If you're on your phone watching the live stream like this, you got to double tap your screen and hit that damn like button. People greatly appreciate you guys bringing it to life. The story's coming to life. The show's coming to life. We greatly appreciate all you guys. And hold on a second right here. I didn't think, and real quick before we get into the conversation real quick, I didn't think Shannon Sharpe was capable of this shit because of this video.
Here's the final stop of the day. Total wines. See the line started over there. My last stop of the day. We got up early, had a late night. We don't do excuses here. We just get the job done because this one we signed up for.
In this last video, I'm going to show real quick before we get to spinning the wheel and giving out some money today in the building. We're getting ready. If you guys are first time in the chat, let me know because we're getting ready to spin the wheel and show you what we do every single day toward the end of our show. People in the live stream, we love and appreciate you. What I want to add is real quick, is Shannon Sharpe being in his 50s, obviously, and then this girl being younger, 19, whatever, how old she was. We don't got to break down the exact numbers, but it's just like I said, there's an experience issue, there's a gap there, and now that Shannon Sharpe, things are getting a little worse because people are really coming from left field right now saying, hey, look, you know, what a bad they're really starting to zone in on the person now, not like, hey, he made a mistake. They're zoning in on the person now and making it look a lot worse than maybe what it is, or maybe they could be correct. I don't want to kind of speak from it because we got to see what happens here. Is it a shakedown? Did he get set up? You see the charges, the SA charges. She wanted $50 million. He offered her $10 million and she said no. $10 million, I'm not gonna lie, like, you can go for whatever you want, but $10 million put in your pocket and shut up at this point might be a good situation. Now, for all the beautiful women in the chat, if something that, you know, that actually happened, right? I'm not saying before anybody goes, oh my God, SA charges, I can't say it on here, the allegations, the charges, I'm not saying that any of that for you, your body is worth 10. I'm not saying that at all. So people get all confused. I'm just saying, you wanted $50 million, so you wanted some money. I mean, $10 million is a lot of money. I'm just saying what you could do in the chat. You know what I'm saying right now. And I'll show you this last video real quick because she breaks it down. And I didn't know, I showed this video last week. She breaks it down pretty damn far. Watch this video and we're going to spin the wheel, give out some money.
Shannon Sharpe's accuser releases more text messages between her and Shannon Sharpe. And just when I thought this whole thing might be silent for a while, I was truly wrong. And after Shannon Sharpe just admitted that he offered this Jane Doe $10 million not to file her lawsuit against him, I had a feeling at that point that this Jane Doe has something that she believes she is going to win more than $10 million. And I told y'all I saw this coming because to walk away from a $10 million settlement is a lot of money, so I feel like you gotta have something to back up what you're trying to say. And now she's taking a play from Shannon Sharpe and she's leaking her own text messages to Shannon Sharpe on the day that she claims that she was SA'd by him. Now this Jane Doe said that I cried when you left because I begged you to put on protection and not put it in my back door. but you didn't listen. I don't care what our history is. No means no, Shannon. And as you can see, she sent this message on January 2nd of 2025 at 4:01. And then not even 20 minutes later, Shannon Sharpe responds to her and says, "Can I call you later?" And this is the same day in her lawsuit, January 2nd of 2025, that she alleges the first essay would happen. I told y'all this was far from over and I had a feeling that more was going to come, but I thought after the audio, it was probably going to take a pause, but obviously I was wrong. And honestly, at this point, I'm not even going to lie. I don't want to see any more text messages released between Shannon Sharpe and this Jane Doe, especially after the big baby and knowing he likes to engage in race play. So Shannon Sharpe, if you are going to reply to this Jane Doe with more text messages, please just save it for the courtroom. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
All I'm saying, look, that situation was tough to watch, and it still is, and that's ongoing. We had a lot of conversation about on this situation here. I want to give you the update on that shit is going in a direction that maybe he doesn't like. And we're going to get ready to spin the wheel today. We're talking about, obviously, Shedeur Sanders was the main topic of our conversation today. And I think people that came into the live stream right now were thinking the same thing. Like, he dropped to the 5th round. Should he have dropped? The NFL teams, they didn't love him. They didn't like the interviews. They didn't like having Deion and, like, feeling like he was part of the coaching staff. Like, they felt a lot of pressure, I think, too. And he fell down in the 5th round. It wasn't one team or two teams or that one team that wanted him. It was all the teams passed on him all the way to the 5th round. Let me tell you something. Not every team needs a quarterback. Not every team needs a quarterback. And I think Shedeur Sanders showed up in the locker room. Is he going to show up as the 5th round pick? Or is he going to show up as the most talked about person in the draft, which he was, which is kind of interesting. People come to the chat right now. And we're getting ready to spin that wheel. Go ahead, Brittany. We're going to spin it first for Pitbull Mama right now, baby. We're rocking and rolling right now. The wheel is spinning. Sit back and do what?
Smoke weed every day.
I can't guarantee anything. I just spin the wheel. Pitbull Mom, we love and appreciate you. This is for her right now. Let's get some money right now, people in the chat, people in the building. Let's go. Let's go. You take your chances. Bang. Okay, you got your 10 back. Okay. Look, she put 10 in the pot. She got 10 back. So no money lost, no money gained. But hey, we're moving on right now. Karen, let's go. Let's spin it for Karen right now because she's in the building right now. She's out there right now ready to spin the wheel. Brittany, go ahead. Drop it for Karen right now. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. $10 super chat. You get a chance to spin the wheel right now.
Make some noise.
Here we go. I can't guarantee anything. People making money on the show every day. We got 10s, 20s. Karen, you made money on the show, right? You know what time it is. Let's see what we do. Oh, you got to pass it, Karen. You got to pass it, Karen. You got to pass it to a lucky person that's going to spin the wheel tomorrow morning. Karen, in the chat, pick a lucky person right now to spin the wheel tomorrow morning. And we got another wheel that's going to spin right now. Stevie's girl, step up to the plate right now. And Karen, whoever you pick, we'll spin the wheel tomorrow morning on the show. Karen, we love and appreciate you so much. Thanks for joining our show, people in the building right now. Let's go right now. Let's spin it right now. This is for Stevie's girl. Actually, Karen, go ahead. Karen, pick whoever you want in the chat. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go in the building right now. We do this every single day, people. If you're watching it live, we give out money every freaking day. And for the games, we rock and roll. Stevie's girl, let's go. Let's get this money. Let's get this money, Stevie's girl. Let's get this money. Let's get this money. We getting 100, we get 100. Okay, free spin. By the way, it's a free spin. We're going to change that free spin to something else. Maybe a free pizza. Let's go, baby. We love and appreciate you. We love Dorothy, how you feeling? Money on fleek. We love and appreciate you so much. People in the chat, Gwendolyn, how you feeling? Let's go. We got big time offers coming into the show, so you guys know we are just building and building so we can build up our status, baby. Let's go. Stevie's girl, what are we going to get? Oh, we got another 10 going out. Okay, look. People broke even today. Stevie's girl, you broke even. Pitbull Mama, you broke even. Let's go. And by the way, Karen, you passed to Tracy. So let's go. Spin it for Tracy, Brady. Let's see if Tracy gets some money right now. We're spinning the wheel right now. Again, people in the chat, anybody does a $10 super chat, you spin the wheel right now, make some money. People, you don't really lose that much in the building because we give out so much money. Still I rise in the building. How you feeling?
Make some noise.
Miss Lex in the house. Let's go. Let's get it right now. Oh, that shit happens sometimes. It happens sometimes. I love and appreciate all you beautiful people watching our show right now. In the chat, if you enjoyed yourself today in the chat right now, please let me know. Put a Y in the chat if you enjoyed yourself today. Smack the like button. Karen, we love and appreciate you so much. Thanks for joining our show. We know you win on the show too. We love that so much. And if you're watching it right now, if you ever made money on this channel right now, I want you to put yes in the chat right now. Yes, Mama, I'm going to close those polls right now. If you ever made money in this platform right now, I want you to put yes in the chat or put money in the chat. Let people know that you guys have made money in here, because I want to tell you, most of the people in the Mesa Mob, you guys have made money on here a lot. All the time we do. I greatly appreciate you beautiful people coming on our show, because you guys make it great. You're the reason why we do what we do, and it's a lot of fun. We are expanding greatly. And by the way, if you're watching live right now, do not miss that we do the Lakers games, the playoff games right here. You can go on your TV, put the Lakers game on, put it on mute, and put this shit on. We're live right here for the game. We got the sound, everything. We're the only YouTube channel in the country, in the world, that's got the live audio coming through. I challenge you to go search during the freaking games. Go look around. Nobody's got it. We got it right here for the live audio. If you don't have cable, you can watch it right here. Go online, pick it up. We're right here having a good time for the Lakers game live right here. Greatly appreciate all you beautiful people in the building right now for joining our wonderful show. You guys make it great, make it wonderful. In the chat right now, I want to end the show. Let me end the polls real quick. Will Shedeur Sanders start in the draft was the question, or start actually in the NFL? Dropped it into the chat right there. You guys made it wonderful. Over 10,000 viewers this morning. You guys are the reason why we do what we do. I love and appreciate you. And one more time, everybody that's watching this live right now, when I end the show right now, I want to tell you something. When I end the show, you're going to see my logo pop up on the screen, and it's bigger because it's in the horizontal form, not in the vertical form. When it pops up on the screen, give it like 15 seconds. Refresh your screen, people. The best comment will spin the wheel tomorrow. I'm telling you, the best comment will spin the wheel tomorrow. All you beautiful people that joined the show today, that subscribe to the channel, you guys are why we do what we do. In the chat, I love and appreciate. We're signing off now. We're 1 minute past time. I'm going to drop the logo on the screen right now. And if you got Instagram, follow me on Instagram right now. Send me a direct message. I will send you a freaking message after the show. Greatly appreciate it. All love to you. Have a great rest of your Monday. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., baby. Get ready for the Lakers games coming up this week. Love and appreciate you. See you guys soon.
Most if the Wolves win in round one and LA's knocked out?
To me, the answer to this question is Ant-Man. But before I get a bit more extensive with my answer, let me say this to Magic Johnson. I miss you, bro. I mean, I know you're a billionaire and all that. You know what I'm saying? I know you're involved in the NFL and all that. I mean, but damn, you Irvin Magic Johnson. A tweet doesn't cut it. Get your behind on First Take, man. I miss you, bro. I mean, come on now. You're Magic Johnson. A tweet doesn't suffice, okay? I just want to make sure I'm clear about that. I'm calling out my man Magic, man. I'll be in L.A. Friday. Make sure you're there, man. Come on, man. I mean, this is ridiculous.